I wanted to kind of jumpstart this new series that I am getting into, and it's all about rest. I'm not an expert by any means. However, I am reading through a book all about God's attributes, and that's kind of where I'm going to gear this next couple weeks and devotionals with. And I thought, what a better way to do this than to start with a video, interview some friends, and just kind of get you excited for what S.I.C Woman is doing next. Is going through some devotionals and learning how to rest in God's goodness, how to rest in His love, His faithfulness, and His justice, and so on and so forth.
Lene?
Jill?
Why do you think our generation struggles to rest?
That as a generation, we are always thinking 24/7. So even when we try to rest, we're sitting there and we're feeling guilty about all the things that we're not doing because we're so busy. And then we lay there and I just think about, well, me personally, I think about all the things that I should be doing instead of sitting there and resting. So then even though I'm not doing anything and I'm sitting there to rest, I'm not actually resting. And then I'm stressing myself out more.
Boom. Abigail,
What's up?
why do you think our generation struggles to rest?
I don't know about our generation, but I know at least for me, I struggle to rest because I'm a performer. And I think that I have to constantly be doing something or helping someone in order to earn their love and appreciation and respect.
Nice. Hannah! Why do you think our generation struggles to rest?
A lot of times we spend so much of it constantly on our phone with the instant answers that we get, whether we're looking on Google, hey Google, or if it's just the instantaneous, oh, that message, let me answer that, let me do this, and not necessarily that we have time to think and process. And that's a lot of our relationship with God. It's that moment by moment with Him, that processing, where when our culture is demanding, do this now, do this now, do this now, we don't take that time to just rest.
So I just want to share with you what I've been learning and what I've been struggling with, so we can do this together, and I'm really excited to see what comes next. Welcome to my crazy dorm room. Let me tell you, being at Bible college, there's always about 10 different distractions that are going on at the same time. 10 different things to do. I mean, being a college student, it's a little crazy. And I love being busy. That is something I enjoy because I feel productive and effective. I'm checking things off my list, and that's just my personality, just loves that. However, what about resting? That is definitely a thing that I have struggled with over the last couple of years. And asking the question, why is it so hard for our generation to rest? We are constantly in a technology coma. One of my favorite verses that deals with the concept of still is Exodus 14:14. The Lord will fight for you, you need only be still. Moses said this to the Israelites before he was about to part the Red Sea. Can you imagine being in front of that huge body of water and Moses just be still, the Lord's gonna fight for you? And I'd be like, are you sure? I feel like I need to do something. I don't know how I'm gonna split this sea, but let me at it. I can't even swim. Tidbit of the day. When I shut off my electronics, all of a sudden all of my thoughts are gonna just flood my mind, and sometimes I am afraid to be alone with my thoughts because I don't get to be alone with them very often. I'm with people, I have music to listen to, I have books to read, I have assignments due. When all that stops, it's like this purposeless void that just kind of surrounds. Thinking through a challenge that I'm also doing myself that maybe I can challenge you as well. I'm taking the last 45 minutes of my day before I go to bed, and I'm intentionally blocking that time out, shutting my door, kind of dimming the lights in my room, and just really having intentional Jesus time. So sometimes that is listening to music, praying, praising, doing Bible study, going through a book that I have been reading through about God, and also being still. And that is definitely the hardest part of this. I'm just sitting here after giving my heart out to God, and just letting Him know what's on my mind, and just kind of waiting and see if He moves. It's a little discouraging when you don't hear Him right away or don't feel anything right away, but we're so ingrained in an instant gratification world that we have forgotten what patience looks like. My challenge for you this week, whenever you find time, my best time is before I go to bed because that calms my soul. I get to talk to my best friend before I go to bed and I feel at peace so I can actually rest at night. But I pray that you would be able to take 30 minutes, maybe even 15 minutes, depending on your schedule, maybe an hour, and using that time wisely to make intentional time to be still before the Lord.